So welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Congregation of York. My name is Don Callow, and I'm your worship associate for this morning's service. Alongside our guest presenter and creator of this lay-led stewardship service, Sue Bupp. Rev. Kristen, our minister, is not here with us today. Here are a few announcements before we begin our service. If you love books, so do we. The book sale, which was supposed to end last weekend, continues today because of we lost last week because of the snow. It's in the carriage house, which now has heat, during coffee hour. Kathy Smith has coordinated that, and she wants me to let you know that there are new books even as of today. So if you went a couple weeks ago or you've gone during the week, head over again, because there might be books that suit your fancy. Learn about UU Justice PA, our own state action network here in Pennsylvania. Steve Snell and Donna Elkhorn will be happy to answer questions and provide ways you can get involved or get on the mailing list to keep informed. We support UU Justice PA because justice doesn't sustain itself, people do. Steve and Donna will be out at a card table as you head over to the stairs to go down to the carriage house after service. Stay updated on Mary Barnes's recovery, or sign up to visit online at bit.ly/Mary and Bob, that's MERRY and Bob. Bob's memorial service is in development, and more details will be announced when available. So you can support UUCY while you fuel up or shop. If you get groceries or gas from Giant or Weiss, please purchase gift cards from us. We have a sales desk in the lobby every Sunday, and you can also do it with auto deduct. We process those twice a month. Both stores give a percentage of our sales back to the congregation, and this helps support the operating budget, and they never expire. Because this is Stewardship Sunday, we have the pledge forms for the Stewardship Campaign available to you. We will, if you're not going to go to the book sale, Peggy Baker, who's selling the script, has those for you along with your year-end statements. We will be over, Sue and I will be over at the carriage house during coffee hour to give you those statements and the pledge forms as well. So for those that, please make sure you pick them up if you're here. For those that aren't here, because the annual statements have to go out, we'll process those and mail those, but pick them up today and it saves us some mailing fees. I think that's it. Please make sure to note important announcements listed on the back of our order for service. Scan the QR codes with your phone for more events, activities, updates, and information for newcomers. We're delighted and honored to have you with us. And after the Time for All Ages story, children and youth will be invited downstairs for RE classes where they'll connect and explore together. It is not too late to register your children or youth for RE or to volunteer to help us build and grow our program. Our nursery is also staffed and available downstairs. Whoever you are, whomever you love, we're glad your faith journey brought you here today. The mission of this congregation is to nurture a loving community, inspire lifelong spiritual and personal growth, and act for a better world. We welcome all of you joining us in person or online, If you're joining us for the first time, we invite you to visit our welcome desk and fill out a newcomer card, or send an email to welcome@uucy.org so that we might get to know you better. So let's now mark this time made sacred by our presence by taking a collective breath. Again, welcome to UUCY.
Somebody's
As we light our chalice here in the sanctuary, the symbol of our living tradition, you're also invited to light a candle or chalice of your own if you're joining us remotely. This morning, we share the words by Julian Jamaica Soto. The call and response is printed in your order of service. Celebrating abundance. All that we are, together and individually, is part of the abundance of the universe.
We are made of stars. We are made of earth.
All that we have comes from earth, from the labor of those in our communities.
From the cities, farms, and oceans that enliven us, the world and those who live in it.
We are surrounded by blessing, by grace, and by possibilities.
We are reflected in every other human being.
We respect and honor one another's differences.
We celebrate our interbeing with abundance and the practice of generosity.
Come, let us worship together. So please rise now in body or in spirit to join in the singing of our opening hymn, number 95, There is More Love Somewhere.
All right, actually, it's number 131, Love Will Guide Us. You would have figured that out.
Slight change of plans.
The children want to step forward for Time for All Ages, led by Eric.
And the young at heart, and anyone else who wants to come up and sit. It's a nice carpet. You know, you can always sit down on that. And today our story is going to be Thank You, Amu by Ogric Mora. And I think you guys are going to like this one. Thank You, Amu. On the corner of First Street and Long Street, on the very top floor, Amu was cooking a thick red stew in a big fat pot for a nice evening meal. She seasoned and stirred it and took a small taste. What a delicious stew, Amu said. Tonight, dinner will surely be the best I've ever had. With that, Amu put down her spoon and went to read a book before supper. As the thick red stew simmered on the stove, its scrumptious scent wafted out of the window and out the door, down the hall, toward the street, around the block, until, knock, someone was at the door. When Amu opened, she saw a little boy. "Little boy," Amu exclaimed, "what brings you to my house?" "I was playing with my race car down the hall when I smelled the most delicious smell," the little boy replied. "What is it?" "Thick red stew." Stew," he sighed. "That sure sounds yummy." Amu thought for a moment. She was saving her stew for dinner, but she had made quite a bit. "Would it not hurt to share? Would you like some?" The little boy nodded. And so Amu spooned out some thick red stew from the big fat pot for her nice evening meal. "Thank you, Amu," the little boy said, and went on his way. With that, Amu closed the door and went back to her book. As she read, the thick red stew's scrumptious scent wafted out the window and out the door, down the hall, toward the street, and out around the block until, knock, knock, someone was at the door. When Amu opened the door, this time she saw a police officer. "Miss Police Officer," Amu exclaimed, "what brings you to my home?" "I was on duty down the street when I smelled the most delicious smell," Miss Police Officer replied. "What is it?" "Thick red stew." "Ah, stew," she said, and her mouth watered. "This sounds mighty tasty." Amu thought for a moment. There was still enough to share. "Would you like some?" The police officer nodded. Once again, Amu spooned some thick red stew from the big fat pot for her nice evening meal. "Thank you, Amu," the officer said, and went on her way. And so, for the second time, Amu closed the door and went back to her book. Sure enough, as she read, her thick red stew's scrumptious scent wafted out the window and out the door, down the hall, toward the street, around the block, until, knock, 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 again someone was at Amu's door. This time she opened it. She saw a hot dog vendor. "Mr. Hot Dog Vendor, what brings you to my home?" "I was selling hot dogs down the block when I smelled the most delicious smell," Mr. Hot Dog Vendor replied. "What is it?" "Thick red stew." "Oh, stew." The vendor licked his lips. "That sounds quite delectable. So Amu spooned out some thick red stew from the big fat pot for her nice evening meal. "Thank you, Amu," the hot dog vendor said, and went on his way. Throughout the day, people from all across the neighborhood knocked on Amu's door. She fed a shop owner, a cab driver, a doctor, an actor, a lawyer, a dancer, a baker, an artist, a singer, an athlete, a bus driver, a construction worker. Even the mayor stopped by. And each time they knocked, Amu shared. Soon, the sky darkened and the street lights brightened, and it was finally time for dinner. But when Amu opened her big fat pot of thick red stew for her nice evening meal, it was empty. Amu sniffled. "There goes the best dinner I ever had." Sorry and blue, she sat at the table with her empty pot until knock, 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 knock. Who could that be? Amu wondered. And when she opened her door, she saw the little boy, the police officer, the hot dog vendor, the shop owner, the cab driver, the doctor, the actor, the lawyer, the dancer, the baker. Why, everyone she fed today was at her door. "I'm sorry, everyone," Amu sighed. "My thick red stew is all gone. I have nothing left to share." The little boy tugged at Amu's sleeve. Don't worry, Amu. We're not here to ask, we are here to give. The police officer carried in a fresh salad. The mayor entered with a roast chicken. The baker brought a collection of sweet goodies. Even the little boy presented Amu with something special in a shiny red envelope. Everyone who had knocked on Amu's door that day squeezed inside her tiny apartment, and together they ate, danced, and celebrated. While Amu's big fat pot of thick red stew was empty, her heart was full of happiness and love. That dinner was the best she ever had. Pretty good story, right? Yeah. Okay, let's get up as we sing out to class and go to our RE classes.
We dedicate time in our service each week to address what we call matters of the heart. We gather our spirits, center our hearts, minds, and bodies in these moments of reflection together. These are the matters shared by our community. This is a time to share the joys and the sorrows, the small moments of happiness, and the deepening concerns that reside within our hearts. You may choose to submit something for matters of the heart anytime during the week by visiting our website, where you can fill out a slip Sunday morning and set it up here on the pulpit before our services start. We light a candle of appreciation for the many hands and hearts who offer their gifts of service. Robert, who prepares this order of service, so I can walk up and Sue can walk up and just read the script, right? And it's always valuable. And for people who greet us at the door, for people who provide the flowers, who serve as ushers, for people behind the scenes counting the collection after service, people brewing the coffee, the tech team that keeps the Zoom going, for people that sell script on Sunday. We also take this moment to recognize the countless non-financial contributions that keep our congregation going. Each of us contributes to our congregation just by being here, by bringing your joy and your struggles, your questions and your faith. May all those whose labor remains unnamed feel held by our expansive gratitude and forgive us for our omissions. May we increase our awareness of all invisible ways we share in this sacred work. We will light one final candle this morning for all that remains unspoken within your heart. It may feel too large or too small to share. You may not be ready to hear it read out loud, but please know that our community holds these with you in silence, even if the words never come. We honor all that we carry within us and know that the flame of our faith, kindled here, resides within us also at all times. So may it ever be. Amen. This morning's reading is called A Prayer for Resilience Through Connections by Reverend Michelle Collins. Source of love, spirit of interdependence, we give thanks for the web that holds us, the hands that have steadied us, the voices that remind us we are not alone, the presence of those who have leaned on us just as we have leaned on them. Resilience is not a solitary triumph. It is woven through community, shared meals, gentle questions, laughter that breaks through grief, courage borrowed from one another when our own runs thin. In this moment, let us remember that we are stronger together than apart. May we continue to offer and receive care, trusting that our connections sustain us, even when we cannot behold the whole picture. Blessed be the bonds that hold and that keep holding.
And so our theme for stewardship this year is higher love, and we've got a little video with the words to Steve Winwood's version of it. there must be a higher love. I mean, without it, life's just wasted time. So I invite you, look inside your heart, and I'll look inside mine. Stewardship, well, it is higher love. The very act of stewardship can create opportunity for us to live our lives from a place of higher love. For it is in the service to our faith community, from that place, that we might find our true purpose. So you might be asking the question right now, how does that work out exactly? How does that big elephant in the room, stewardship, the asking each person, each UUCY member to make that committed, regular, monetary contribution that supports the infrastructure of our church, how does that get me to that place of higher love? Over the next 6 weeks of our stewardship campaign, let's think about it. Let's talk about it. Let's explore. What does higher love mean to each of you? For us as a collective, and for our UUCY legacy to the York community. How does my pledge support all of that? More than just the emotion of love that we feel, or, simple sentiments expressed, higher love is a state of being. It's a way of living that embodies the principles of unconditional love for all we encounter in this life. Universal love for all that supports this life. And by way of higher love, our soul can come to know a full engagement with the human condition, the human experience, a full embodiment of spirit within us. It is the very essence of the sacredness of you that rises from deep within. Ask yourself, how does that feel real to you in your individual life, your church life, your community life? Is it when you volunteer your time and talents? When you commit to support a social justice program with others? When you dive deep into shoring up our building and grounds infrastructure? When you sing your song at service? Or when you share your wisdom with our younger folks? But to kick us off, in thinking about higher love and how it weaves us together here at UUCY, I came up with a bit of a journey story of the birth and evolution of a higher love. It's a story of self-love, of shared love, and a living legacy of love. It's a journey that started with a single step. And it's that one that each of us made when we chose to walk through those lobby doors for the very first time. So often that single step made toward a faith organization is when we simply decide to come to a service. We just come to check the place out. It's a small thought, but that it can lead to a big love. That decision, it's influenced by many factors in life. But ultimately, it seems we all come here seeking something more. There's something wanting in our individual life. So that first step toward a life filled with higher love is when we look inside ourselves. Maybe we come here building on what we already have, Or maybe we are at our lowest point ever. Yet we all desire to make a greater connection with our own heart and our own faith, and a well-established faith community that aligns with our values, such as UUCY. It's a great place to start. It's a place where we can express who we are with unabashed authenticity. A place that feels safe to be fully seen, fully heard, valued, and accepted. So just think about it as we step through those entrance doors for the very first time. What do we notice? A vibrant energy. We notice the diverse choices for spiritual growth and community engagement that are available here. We see the high spirits of the people, the deep commitment to living our UUCY values together. And then there's that beautiful labyrinth out there, the extensive grounds with Weeping Beach as our guardian, the big community garden, the charm of the carriage house, and this modern sanctuary filled with light. We experience a dynamic choir with new and interesting music always available. And we appreciate the advanced technical production that supports every service. We soak in the wisdom of our newly installed, settled minister. And that's a privilege not all congregations get to have. The place, it feels filled with possibility. And our own potential to develop that deeper, higher love, well, it grows within us. It suddenly feels more available. As time goes on, connections are made. And in short order, we see we can become part of a congregation. And that's not just possibility, it's obvious by the high spirits of the people here that we are welcomed with the warmest, most authentic invitations to join in. We see a group of people who are deeply invested in the care and well-being of each other. So we see now we can join our own higher love with like-minded, open-hearted others to form a powerful interwoven web. A chalice, if you will, that's overflowing with inter-community support. The place starts to feel important. It becomes ever more relevant in our own lives. And then an understanding dawns that together we must keep the higher love light glowing and growing. And there's a need to keep this place going. We need to invest in keeping the doors open so we are here ready to welcome that next individual soul who takes their first step through those lobby doors, seeking something more just like we did. That big elephant in the room, stewardship, that idea of, here we go again, they are asking for the money. Well, it can transcend into a desire to keep this place going from our heart, from that place of higher love that we now share together. Then comes what I think is the biggest, most important step on the journey. And it's the one I see as so alive here. It seems more important than our own self or our own congregational identity. It's that deep desire to reach out into the wider world, offering support and hope and healing. It's the allowing of our collective higher love to literally spill out of these lobby doors into the York community. The larger York community, the larger world. A stewardship pledge might be thought of then as a legacy offering. It's the legacy of UUCY to the wider world. It's a legacy of the work that each one of you dedicates so much of your individual lives to. For every act, and there sure are a lot of them that happen here, they provide a lasting impact on those that we reach with our higher love. And this faith community is at the heart of all of it. It is the very essence of the sacredness of you rising from deep within here to reach out there. So when stewardship time comes around, it's not uncommon for people to search in their heart. Why am I making this pledge? Why am I supporting this community? So I put to you that this little journey, the higher love you cultivated for your own self, the higher love you found when you joined together as a congregation, and the higher love that transforms into a legacy gift to the York community, maybe that's all the why that there's needed to keep this place going with the same care and support of well-being that I see that we tend to each other. As we close our stewardship time together today, let's take a few moments just to take a breath and let some of these ideas settle in. So I invite you to place your hand on your heart center and just start a heartbeat. Bum, 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 bum. And as you do that, as you feel that heartbeat, let it become deeper. Feel it growing. Let it spill out into this room until our beats are connected, forming a bond between us all. And now collectively imagine us flinging those lobby doors wide open to welcome someone else right into our space. When we awaken in presence, participate in fellowship, we become impactful in service. For what you nurture inside becomes what we can sustain together. Thank you.
So probably not what you have in your order of service, Prince. Let's join in singing number 95. There is more love somewhere.
Are you going to do that for Offertory? I think we were going to do responsive, there is a love, and then...
Okay, I'm actually not reading the order of service. Let's try something new. How's that? How exciting. This is super easy. So Jess is going to preview it for you, and then together we'll just sing these two beautiful sets of words. And then we're doing what's called a tag at the end, where we just rest in this love. It'll all be fine. As John Cage says, it's all fine in the end, and if it's not fine, it's not the end yet. So just keep singing.
There is a love
We now invite you into generosity as we collect our weekly offering. Each week, we commit to share our offerings with a community organization that upholds our values. Our Share the Plate partner for February is the League of Women Voters of Pennsylvania, the Citizen Education Fund. I'm going to read a statement that was provided to us by Annie Mendoza, who is the president of the League of Women's Voters of York. The League of Women Voters of Pennsylvania is a nonpartisan, nonprofit organization dedicated to strengthening democracy and empowering voters across the Commonwealth. Our mission is to encourage informed and active participation in government, protect the integrity of elections, and advocate for policies that expand access, fairness, and accountability in our democratic systems. The League of Women Voters PA provides trusted voter education resources, defends voting rights, and works with communities and partners statewide to ensure every eligible Pennsylvanian can participate fully and confidently in our democracy. We believe that through informed action, people can make profound changes in their communities. The League of Women Voters does not support or oppose any political party or candidate, but does take, and always has taken, stands on issues its members have studied. The purpose is to create in citizens a sense of responsibility for their nation's problems. Through research and advocacy, the League of Women Voters seeks to encourage the informed citizen who actively participates in government. The ushers will now collect the offering. And if this is your first time visiting, please feel free to let the basket pass you by. Your presence is gift enough.
There is more love somewhere. There is more love somewhere. I'm gonna
Please join us in extinguishing our chalice and your home chalices, if you have lit them, with these words. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again.
In this community, we give and receive time and time again with unconditional generosity. May we go forth now to experience the bounty, to offer to each other in the community beyond our doors our shared higher love.
We kind of thought it was time to sing this one. So if you would join us in our sending song today, it's We Shall Overcome, and there's a special extra verse at the end. We are not afraid. Would you rise and sing with us? We're just going to sing it without any piano. We're just going to sing. Could we do that together, please? Jess is going to lead us. Yeah? We shall